emptiness is independent from creation.
No. That's misunderstood. That's sometimes said. But that is not okay. Emptiness exists interdependently, yes. But the state of interdependence is not emptiness, and emptiness is not the state of interdependence. Okay? Because interdependence is an affirmative. Emptiness is a negation. But they make both total sense. They're part and parcel. It's like the gold of a gold coin and the gold coin, the gold material of the gold coin and the gold coin are inseparably linked and not contradictory. But the gold is not the gold coin and the gold coin is not the gold. See, it's like that. That's the example that's given. When you read the Heart Sutra, when you read the commentaries on the Heart Sutra, form is empty, emptiness is form. Emptiness is not other than form. Form is not other than emptiness. The example that is given is the gold and the gold coins. They're inseparably linked, but they're not identical. Okay? So, therefore, Betty, and also your question, if you meditate, initially you just don't find, when you focus on the eye, initially you don't find a permanent eye. Wow. That already takes care of those moments when the eye felt so permanent. Okay? That will lessen those misperceptions. Then you go deeper, and I'll say more about it. You go deeper. When you actually realize emptiness, the non-findability of an inherent I is not emptiness. That is a little bit, that's what my teacher, the one who always meditates on emptiness, says. He says, when for the first time you don't find an inherent I, you really, you've looked and there's no inherent I. When you find that, you haven't realized emptiness yet. Why? Because you come out of this, and now you have to take into consideration dependent arising. And when those are no longer contradictory, that's when you realize emptiness. That's when you understand selflessness or emptiness. Oh, I'm so sorry for those who are here for the first time. I hope you can follow me. But what I'm trying to say is that it's that mind that doesn't find, in the mind that ends up not finding anything, when you rise from that and you go, oh my God, I didn't find anything, there's nothing there, then you misunderstood the mind that didn't find anything, because all that it didn't find was inherent existence. It did not refute the conventional existence of a cup. It only refuted. So the non-findability is another way of saying it understood the non-existence. This is a little bit weird because we don't talk like that. Let me give you another example. We say someone is in remission from cancer. If I'm a doctor now, let's say I had cancer and someone is a doctor, okay? I had cancer and now I took all the treatment and I'm free of cancer. The treatment worked. Now what does the doctor do? He or she searches for cancer. So let's just take a very simple version of that. There's this new Israeli, probably some Israeli invention, this new thing, you put a little camera in the body and you search for cancer, right? New Israeli invention. So you do it the whole day, right? And so the doctors the whole day goes through your body and doesn't find any cancer cell. So the non-findability of cancer cell, with this you've proved the non-existence of cancer. The non-findability of cancer cells, with that you have refuted the existence of cancer, or in other words, you've understood the non-existence of cancer, and now you found remission. Remission, you have a word for that. Remission is just the absence of cancer cells. Emptiness is the absence of inherent existence. And how do you get there? Through searching for an inherent I and not finding it. That mind, therefore, has found the non-findability of inherent existence. It has refuted inherent existence. Because the same mind cannot, at the same time, while not finding inherent existence, cannot it cannot take to mind dependent arising. The same mind, it cannot do it. You know why? You know why? Because we are so used to thinking of a positive, affirmative thing, such as dependent arising, it will right away appear as inherently existent. So you cannot refute inherent existence and at the same time have it appear. That's why the same mind that refutes inherent existence, if you take to mind like for instance, I look for the non-inherent existence of this stick. And I look, I can't find it, and I focus on the non-findability. I focus on that non-findability. I'm only refuting the non-findability of the stick, not the stick itself, just nothing inherent. If now, with the same mind, I perceive the stick conventionally existent, the stick appears, and it appears inherently existent. So I'm back to Balagana, I'm back to my misperception, right? I'm back to that, the appearance that gives me a problem. Therefore, the stick also disappears. It's only the non-findability. And with that same mind, I cannot think of its interdependence because I fall right back. So, I go into that perception, and when I arise, I may think, oh, I didn't find the stick, there's no stick, nothing is there. No, I should remember, I just didn't find the inherent existence. Because now I take my understanding of, okay, allow the stick to appear inherently, but now this I can't avoid. Until I'm a Buddha, I always have that appearance. But the thing is, the appearance, I don't need to be fooled by an appearance. Every day my face appears to be my face, and when there's something black there, I'm not going to scratch it off in the mirror, right? The appearance is still there. My face always appears as my face, but I don't react accordingly. I know it's not my face, so I act according to knowing it's not my face. I know the sun doesn't rise in the east, right? And the appearance is there, but anyway, so I'm not always fooled by it, because every now and then I'm thinking, oh, this beautiful sun is rising, so that's when I'm fooled by it. But intellectually I know it's not true, okay? But in this case here, going back to the emptiness, you realize the emptiness, you understood emptiness, like you really understood lack of inherent existence, but your understanding is not complete yet. So it is actually, the object is emptiness, but you haven't understood emptiness yet because you're fooled by it. When you arise, you're thinking, oh, nothing appeared to the mind. There's nothing there. Now, you need to bring in now dependent arising and go, yeah, but the stick, it is labeled. It depends on causes and conditions, conventional ones. When that doesn't make sense to you, you have in fact fallen into your stream of nihilism. When it makes sense to you, that was Lama Tsongkhapa says, when those two are no longer contradictory, when you alternate between the two and there's no longer a contradiction, then you've understood emptiness. When the understanding of this stick being doesn't exist inherently, allows you to understand that the stick exists and it's not non-existent, and if the understanding that this stick exists interdependently allows you to understand that it doesn't exist from its own side, but nonetheless exists, then you've understood emptiness. Okay? Good. Done? So I'm done with that one. No, I mean, in this case, of course there will be new questions, but that part is so important. That part is so important, and of course to first get there. So difficult. So let's go back to the eye. Sorry, I've gone all the way. For those of you who are new to this, I apologize. It was really advanced, but it was an advanced question from both of you, so I tried to address it. And some of you I know have studied enough, and hopefully it becomes a little clearer. And this is based on someone who's got really good understanding of emptiness. So just repeating what he says, basically, because I have no idea. Break. Oh, break. Okay, we haven't done the meditation yet. We will when we come back. Okay, so please take a break. I know there's some cues, but 20 minutes? Yeah, 20 minutes. Okay, Oh, and I'll be up here in front. Anyone is welcome. I'll stay here. I'll be here. So if you have questions, you're welcome to ask.
Have you ever thought about the word handsome? So the hand and some.
like this, he's hand is hand.
Yeah, I see
We
what
never
you
think,
mean.
right? We never think, oh, his hand is a bit of a hand in some way. That's not
Yeah, I
what we
think in
think.
Hebrew we deal a lot, and maybe change words a lot, it's part of the
Upbringing. But then the question is it natural? Like, is it more living
No, I use it in my work. I use it in my work. I do the Alexander technique, so even the name of the book, the Alexander what is the use of yourself, and in Hebrew it's השימוש בעצמי, the way I use in עצמי. You don't have it in English, a word which contains both meanings. You see what I mean? No, I go also to thanks.
Were you here yesterday? You said somewhere else?
Yeah, I was at the back.
I was thinking I saw you.
It's very in the back. I want to ask about the sense of presence. You feel the presence. Like
Presence of the self.
when you do a meditation and you're going into the direction that you talked about, there is, I think, maybe there is a sense of presence.
There's the presence of the self.
No. There is a presence.
There's a presence. Oh, there's a presence. There's a presence of something there.
Yes. Maybe the mere eye is
The mere eye.
a presence.
The mere eye is, yeah, the mere eye is there. The mere eye exists. The eye exists.
Yeah.
So we're not denying the existence of the eye. There is
No, yeah, I understand that. Maybe I'm not in the right direction. Between emptiness and dependent arising, there is just a sense of presence. I don't know. There is a feeling of being.
being. I mean, also emptiness.
Yes,
Being. There's a being. So, like, emptiness is not like one wall and dependent arising there's another wall and in between there's something, right? It's not like that. It's like emptiness just describes the characteristic that every phenomenon has. Dependent arising is another quality or characteristic that everything has.
But if you take the mere eye as simple as thing, before you put the dependent arising on it, then
You
think
put the
you
dependent arising on
yeah,
it.
because maybe dependent arising is all the continuity of all life that you I don't say don't you, but the thing past and everything you get, maybe
But dependent
there is a-
arising is just a
because the-
characteristic.
yes,
Dependent arising
yes,
just means
of what?
everything depends on something else. That's what it means. Like just you depend on something else. So
But
that's,
it would be like my character is dependent on the things that I had in the past.
exactly.
But I had. So I wonder if this I that had thing is just the sense of present, of being. It's just the maybe I don't know. The core of being.
No. The I is only the label given based on your mind.
But not the mere I.
Yes, the mere eye. The eye and the mere eye are the same. So I and mere eye are just different words for the same thing. I and mere eye are synonymous.
Yeah.
Whatever is the I is the mere eye.
Mere I is not inherently I.
Conventional eye and mere eye are the same.
Except that it doesn't inherent existence.
No, nothing was there. That's why I, for instance, cup, mere cup, and conventional cup, same thing. Cup, the inherently existent cup doesn't exist.
But we look about the cup as
For
inherent
us, it's the
existence.
same.
And
We
that,
think inherent existence cup and cup are the same. For us, this cup is an inherent existent cup. No, I'm still fine with cup. Yes, thank you. So for us, cup, inherently existing cup are the same. From a Buddhist point of view, a cup cannot exist inherently. If a cup exists, it has to be a non-inherently existing cup. So, therefore, cup, non-inherently existing cup, conventional cup, mere cup, all the same. Cup, mere cup, non-inherently existing cup.
Yeah, not in the philosophical point of view.
Yes, from the philosophical. From the philosophical point. Now debating. Philosophically, not so much in everyday Tibetan.
Because cup will be inherently in existence and mere cup is not inherently
Cup
existent.
is not inherently existent. A cup doesn't exist inherently.
We
just
think
it.
about the cup and
Yeah,
then
but
we
we're
invent the...
But we are mistaken.
So why we
Yeah.
need to say mere I? I and mere I are both not inherently.
Because we don't understand it. We don't
That's what I'm
understand
saying. In a philosophic point of view, I and mere I are not the same.
it. No,
Because
philosophically they are. My misperception. Look, I ask you this. Is this cup a stick? Is this cup a stick? If I perceive this to be a stick, right? Actually, it's not a stick. I believe this cup is the stick. I believe they're the same. But a cup is only a stick. It's a non-stick. There are no cups that are sticks, right? So a cup can
There's
never
no
be a stick.
label of a stick on the cup. If
No,
you
no,
will put it
just
in the
leave
part,
leave aside label. No, okay, let me say this.
because everything is the same if you separate
No,
it
no,
from
let me
everything.
just, don't forget about philosophy. Forget about inherent existence. Forget about all
Okay.
this. Okay. Now, is there, let's say, is there a, what can I say, like something that's totally absurd? Is there a round square? A round square doesn't exist, right? So a square can never be round. Let things think I believe a square is round. For me, I just have this total misapprehension that a square is round. Alright? So in order to show that there's no round square, I deny that. Philosophically, I say a square is always a non-round square. Okay? I have to deny that. So it's merely a square. The word mere, I deny roundness. Okay? Mere. Conventional. It's conventional. Again, I'm just saying the same thing. It's just so everything to describe a square. A square, to my mind, I'm mistaken. It's a round square, right?
I agree.
So therefore, in actuality, philosophically, a square is not round. It's a non-round square. Okay. Likewise, a cup is a non-inherently existing cup. It's only in my mind that I'm wrongly perceiving.
I agree. I just want in this debate.
But you're
I
saying
thought
cup
that
is inherent.
I thought that you invent the phrase mere I to have a separation between I that is inherently existent and I that it actually is, like it's a mere I.
No, because there is no inherently existing I. You don't need to do that. There's
Yeah,
no inherently
when you're
existing.
teaching, you need to use some phrases.
You see, no, the I, there is an I, right? What is the I? Is it, let me ask one question. When you say the I and the mere I are not the same, let me ask you one question.
Not they are not the same, they are philosophically, when you teach, you need to use two phrases in order to bring some people to the understanding that there is a difference between the I that as we think about it and the I is true. So you use mere I as the second one.
Okay, look.
But we go to another
Let's go
direction.
back to your original. So you say the I and mere I, are they the same? Do they have the same meaning? Are they equivalent? Whatever is an I is a mere I, whatever is a mere I is an I. Would you agree?
After the understanding of the Buddhist perspective, yes.
Yes, okay. So there's a purpose for it, I told you. You're totally right. There's a purpose for using the word mere I. I agree. But are they the same in reality?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because there is not an I that is inherent existence.
So philosophically, what I perceive, I don't perceive the I really. I perceive it inherently.
Yes.
Yeah. So we agree. Okay. So now I understand.
And now I ask you if, when you look about the dependent arising, that things are dependent on other things, and then you get qualities about things that happen. When you did the meditation and happiness, and you see that there is nothing inherent, you still have a sense of presence,
Still have a sense of presence. That
of
would
being, of
So when you say the mind that doesn't find inherent
Yes.
existence, if it has a sense of presence, then you haven't gotten it.
okay.
Because that means there's an affirmative there. You see, the moment there's presence, for us, any affirmative, anything other than emptiness will appear as inherent.
But even if it's not inherently,
It will
maybe
appear.
presence it has to be inherently.
To your mind, it will always be mixed.
Okay.
It will always be mixed. That's the problem. You see, that's only when you realize emptiness, that emptiness will not appear to exist inherently. It's just the absence. At the moment there's something positive, not just an absence. The presence is something affirmative. It will appear inherently. That's why with the same mind that you realize emptiness, you can also mind interdependent with the same mind. Because that's again something affirmative. So then your emptiness disappears. So you can go back and forth with this moment emptiness, moment presence. But then that's not the, that's strictly speaking not the mind.
Okay, so when I do a meditation, I feel that nothing there, but there is still the continuity of my presence. I am not actually there. I'm not even close. There is still something inherent. Okay.
You really did. That's exactly, you said it.
Thanks.